Hi my lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Simpsm. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch another video. This is 2023. Welcome into the new year on my channel. I know today is the 10th, 11th, 10th. It's the 11th, and we've had a couple of days to accustom ourselves to this new year, but on this channel, this is when we are launching 2023, and what better way to launch our year than with an episode of Wellness Wednesdays with Simpsm. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this episode, has a positive impact on you and helps you if you are struggling to navigate your way into this year. It helps you by giving you certain pointers that I personally will be implementing in my life this year. Without wasting any time, let's get straight into today's episode. So today we are going to be talking about the new year, preparing yourself to get into the new year and setting yourself up for success through the use of tools like vision boards. I've heard people talk about vision boards, especially in the last few years, where it became a thing on social media, on YouTube. Beginning of the year, people put out content about vision boards. I've never really had a vision board, as in like a picture with things that I want to achieve this year, but this year I decided to do that. Unfortunately, I was not able to print, and I was hoping that by the time I do this video, I've already printed my vision board, but I did my vision board on Canva, and I will show you a snippet probably here or as this video continues of how I did my vision board or how it looks like. So before going deeper into the topic, the main definition of a vision board is basically a visual representation of your dreams and goals and things you want to achieve, right? So I haven't done a vision board before because what I would do is to write my goals down. So instead of having pictures and a visual representation, I would actually write them down so that I can read through them throughout the year. But I found that it was not really in my face all the time, and that is why this year I opted to do a vision board that I can put somewhere in my rooms. What I've done with my vision board, as I showed you in my previous vlog, is to put it as my screensaver on my phone. So I want to see it every time, I want to remember it every time, and the reason for that is so that I keep myself in check and I constantly check in with myself whether I am doing all the things that I have said I am going to do. So as I was creating a vision board, I created mine in December when I was at home. As I was creating my vision board, it was guided by how I define my 2023. So every year I will have like a theme to say, this year, this is how I define my year. But this year it was a bit clearer, a bit louder, a bit more directed than previous years, and I decided to term my year 2023 as my year of boldness. And that year of boldness sort of gives me a direction as well as an indication of how my vision board needs to look like. The two theme and the actual goals and objectives need to align. So that is what guided how I created my vision board. What boldness meant for me for this year, or what it means for me for this year, is that I will go for all the things that I've always been scared to do, either because I was not confident in self, either I didn't have enough validation from others. I decided that this year, if it feels right, if I am certain of where I need to go, I will go. Even if I don't have all the right tools, even if I don't have all the right answers, I will go. And I will make bold decisions, because bold decisions are difficult decisions. I will make bold decisions that will lead me into the path that I believe I am destined to be in. So when it came to creating my vision board, like I said, I utilized Canva and I downloaded images online. I downloaded images online of the things that I wanted to achieve. I'm not going to share all the things that I wanted to, that I wrote on my vision board or that I put on my vision board, but some of them were things like I wanted to lose weight. I know that that is probably the number one thing that all of us wanted to achieve this year because we failed over and over again. But you know what? I'm not going into it with that idea. I really want to lose weight. I want to live a healthy life. But to be honest, my main thing is to lose weight this year. I really want to get to the weight that I will be happy with, and I will feel very confident in myself at that weight. So it was part of the things that I put on my vision board. Not only did I put weight loss, but I put the exact weight I want, or the exact weight I want to be at by the end of the year, or by the end of the year. So that had to be on my vision board. It was one of the first things I thought about. The second thing was that I really want to establish myself as a businesswoman and as a brand, and that speaks to my social media career. I really want to establish myself in that. And I also realized that there's a lot of work that is necessary for me to achieve that. I need to commit myself. Previous years, yes, I was working, but I was not as intentional about that. I was not intentional about where I want to go, how far I want to push my social media. I've said this over and over again, but this year I am intentional about it. And that is why even today I woke up feeling like, I really don't want to film this. Like, I really don't want to film this because number one, I haven't printed my vision board on paper, and it'll be nice to have that and show you. But I was like, you know what? I've committed to say that I'm not going to skip a week without posting on my YouTube channel. And those are some of the things that will help me in achieving what I've put on my vision board. So that goes to show how serious, I know it's a small thing, but how serious I am about holding myself accountable to things that I've said and I've put on my vision board. So that is also a big thing for me. Other things include like purchases I want to make this year. There's quite a lot of big purchases that I want to make this year. That includes buying myself a new phone, like buying an iPhone, because I believe that it's something that is going to help with my content creation process. Yes, I have a camera and I enjoy my camera so much, but sometimes I want to create on the go. Sometimes I want to create like short form content that requires certain aspect ratio and things like that. And a proper phone is a necessity. So even with things that I've decided to purchase this year or I've put on my vision board, I didn't put them just for fun. I've put them there because they align to my theme of this year and all other things that I've put on my vision board. So there's a very high level of alignment with my goals. And yeah, another purchase that I want to make this year is a car. This I really want for my family more than anything. We have kids and it's impractical to use Uber every day with kids, guys. We end up spending a lot of time in the house, and that is not what I want for myself. That is not what I want for my kids. I want to be able to take my kids where they need to go, whenever they need to go. I want the convenience of just having a reliable vehicle that will allow me to be the kind of parent I want to be. I know to some people it's like, it's just a car, but to me, it is a thing. And I had to put on the vision board the kind of car that I want. I had to be specific and not just download a picture of the car on the internet, but to download the model, the car, the color, everything that I want for myself. So that's how I created my vision board. So another aspect of my year of boldness is choosing to make proclamations or declarations, saying whether to myself or publicly that will set me up for success. For instance, we sometimes are scared to say our goals and our dreams out loud because we feel like we are setting ourselves for failure. But I thought that is not how I want to be. That is not an indication of boldness in my view. Indication of boldness is being able to set yourself up by challenging yourself personally and even in public, because I've always believed that when you do that, you might fail, and it will be painful because it will be a public failure, but you might succeed, and it might be something that motivates you to go forward. An indication of this was in 2021, I believe. In 2021, I decided to introduce this Wellness Wednesday on my channel. And I remember, like I have said before, it was about health, it was about weight loss. And I said it publicly that I want to lose this much, and I want to lose this much by this date, right? So I said I want to lose this much weight by this period. It was a challenge, and I did it publicly. What that did is that I was accountable to not only myself, but to other people who were part of this dream and wanted to see me achieving this, because I had told it to other people. And as much as I ended up not really achieving the exact weight I wanted to lose, but I ended up losing a significant amount of weight, more weight than I would have lost if I was alone on the journey and if I had kept it to myself and just kept it in my mind. So certain things, it's important that I share them to challenge myself. I might fail, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. And I want us to be fine with also the idea of failure. But it's also important for us to celebrate the small wins and ultimately the big wins, because if we continue to win every day with those small goals, we will eventually get to achieve big goals. So that is what boldness meant to me, and I had to align my vision board with that theme. So another thing that I remember I put on my vision board is a new apartment, a proper apartment that aligns with my goals and where I want to be and how I want to live my life. Remember, guys, I told you that sometime last year, I think beginning of last year, we moved to a smaller apartment that would allow us to do certain things financially. But I found that after doing that, I quickly felt a bit stuck in that I couldn't create the kind of content I wanted to create because the space and the environment didn't allow me to do that. So one of the things that I want to do this year is to make sure that my environment is always inspiring for me to create the kind of things that I want to create and live how I want to live. So that's also at the somewhere top of things I want to achieve. Guys, there's a lot of other things. Some are a bit big and I'm unable to share. I'm unable to share them because I feel like I still need to bake them. As I did say, I still need to meditate. I still need to pray about them and to really center myself and I don't know, like prepare myself for the amount of work required for me to prepare for them. So I'm not yet ready to share them. Not share them now in today's episode, but I will definitely be sharing more of these in the coming Wellness Wednesday videos. I will be keeping this segment because I feel like it is very important. As much as I do feel like some people love vlogs, but some people genuinely love sit-down videos where I really unpack where I'm at mentally and otherwise. So yeah, guys, the last thing that I would want to share with you guys, because I haven't yet started, but it's a big thing to me, is that this year I want to read more. I know I said this last year, and I was not intentional. I didn't even specify how many books I want to read and how I want to read. So this year I want to be intentional about reading and filling myself with knowledge, and my goal is to read 12 books. If you are someone who reads a lot, I'm sure you're thinking, 12, really? That's the best you can do? But trust me, I struggle to finish books. I tried audiobook. It was better, to be honest, but I really want to teach myself to read and finish a book. So it's 12 books for every month. And for January, I haven't really picked a book. I know a book that I want to start reading, but already, like I was saying, that it's the 11th today, I haven't started it. And the reason why I haven't started it is because I wasn't here. I came to Joburg a bit later. So what I'm going to do for the rest of this January is basically finish the book I read last year but didn't finish. I think I'm left with like 2 chapters, and that's Atomic Habits. So I'm gonna finish that book this month. And it will be part of the 12 books I'm going to read this year, even though I started it a long time ago. So yeah, guys, that is just like a skeleton of how my vision board is and how it looks like. And if you want to know more about all other aspects and how I'm going to achieve that, make sure that you're part of the Wellness Wednesdays crew and you watch my videos on Wednesdays. This month, January, we are only left with about 2 weeks. I'm not going to be vlogging and uploading in January. So January will be mainly focused on Wellness Wednesdays. I will have one vlog that will be on the last Sunday of January, but I will not be vlogging. I'll be posting on Wednesdays though. So make sure that you stay tuned. In February, we are going full force into vlogging and also continuing with the Wellness Wednesdays series, which won't be every Wednesday. It will be every second Wednesdays. But all of that I'll put on my community tab for you guys to know what's happening, to know how we are going forward. If you want to be part of the weight loss gang as well, let me know in the comment section below. We will be starting that very soon. I have a trip coming up, a Cape Town trip, and I don't want to commit to eating healthy before that trip because I know myself. I know myself. So after the trip, we are going to do a serious detox plan. I'm going to be sharing that with you as well. And we are going to do a weight loss guide plan. Come with me, journey with me, and I will be sharing that on Wednesday episodes as well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section if you believe in goal setting, vision boards. How do you create your vision board? Do you go and print, or do you go cut pictures and paste them on a sheet, or how do you do it? Do you believe in it, or are you those people who believe that it's just a year? And if you do believe that it's just a year, nothing is gonna change, good for you. Like, nobody has the right to judge other people. Good for you, but this is just how I'm doing it this year, and I hope that you are doing it your way and you're happy with your way. Until the next video from me to you guys, goodbye.